Okay. All right, guys, ready? We're rolling?
Rolling.
All right, this is Mr. Jeepers. Mr. Jeepers is going to tell you, Mr. Jeepers, give me your paw. Give me your paw. No, here. Mr. Jeepers is going to tell you about Johnny's excellent summer jamming adventures. This summer was really kind of crazy. I don't think I played with more bands or different bands ever in my life. It was a lot of fun. And it's all started out at Telluride at the Bluegrass Festival in June when Sam Bush asked me to come over and play with him, and we had a great time. We did a bluegrass and reggae version of Maneater, and we did I Found Love from the new album as well with the Sam Bush band, and it was really a lot of fun. And then things just started getting nuts after that. I came home to Aspen and I started getting these calls from the club we have here in town. It's an amazing club called the Belly Up, and the first call was from completely out of left field. I was sitting here, it was about 9 o'clock at night, and I was getting ready to go to bed, and the owner of the club called me and said, "Hey, Camp Freddy wants you to come down and play." And I was like, "Camp Freddy?" I was like, "I'm not sure I know what that is." And he said, "Oh, that's Dave Navarro and Billy Morrison from The Cult and Matt Sokum from Guns N' Roses." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, those guys." I said, "Man, I don't do that. I can't play heavy metal." And he said, "Oh, no, they love you, man. Come on down." I was like, "Oh, boy, here we go." So, like, calls went back and forth. So about 10:30 at night, I finally got dressed and went down there. And the funny thing was, I brought my Strat and this little distortion box because I figured I better be heavy for this show. And when I got there, the guy who was handling the guitars and the amplifiers, he looked at me, he laughed at me. When I handed him my little red distortion box, he went, "You ain't gonna need that." He pointed to a 1,000-watt Marshall over my shoulder. So I ended up playing. It was the first time in my life I ever played through a Marshall. And we did like Bowie songs and Doors songs, and we had a really good time. So that's kind of started it off, and I think about a few days after that, John Popper and Blues Traveler came through town, and of course John Popper played on a song on the new album called Ghost Town, and he did an amazing harp solo on it. And so he asked me if I'd play with the Blues Travelers, and I was like, yes, absolutely. So we did Hook, and we did I can't remember the other songs we did, but we had a great night. Got a chance to play and sing with them, and then just last week was a Tipatina Foundation, which is a charity foundation for New Orleans and for musicians in Louisiana, came through town, and I had a really great opportunity to play with the Meters. And I've been a Meters fan for years. And George Porter Jr. and Ziggy Melissa, those guys are just out of control. And Leo on guitar. And Art Neville wasn't there, but Jojo Herman from Widespread Panic was playing keyboards. And I got a chance to play with them, and also Tab Benoit and his Wetlands All-Stars. He's got a really cool group of New Orleans musicians. So it was just an amazing night there, playing a bunch of cool, funky stuff with those guys. And then to cap off at the end of the summer, and literally on the, it was Labor Day, exactly, Jerry Douglas came to town, and he has a great band. And at the Aspen Jazz Fest, he asked me to come up and play a couple songs with him. So we played the 2 songs that he recorded with me on the album. We did I Found Love, and we did 1,000 Miles of Life, which is the title track of the album. So playing with Jerry is just it's a real pleasure, because he's one of the, obviously probably the best dobro player on the planet without a doubt, and just an amazing musician, and his band is incredible. So this summer was just this really opportunity for me to reach out and stretch out in a lot of ways and play with a whole bunch of people I never would have dreamed of playing with. So really looking forward to it, and looking forward to getting on the road with 1,000 Miles of Life and playing songs for you all over the country. So Mr. Jeeper says, 1,000 Miles of Life, it's really good. You should check it out. Right, Jeepers? Look in the camera and say that. Say it like you believe it. Oh, he believes it. Okay, thank you.